buenos días. Hoy vamos a hablar de el preterito. So we're talking about the preterit, which is one of the past tenses of verbs that end in ER or IR. These are grouped together here because they have the same endings. There is no difference, there's no distinction between verbs that end in ER or verbs that end in IR in the past tense. So let's hop right in. Vamos a empezar con nuestra tabla. Entonces aquí tenemos yo, tú, usted, él o ella, popular group down there, nosotros, and then we have ustedes and ellos o ellas down here. Okay, so just like we did before, we're going to have our verb. Okay, for example, comer, which is to eat. We will take off that ER ending, and then we will determine its new ending based on its subject, right? Remember, this is like a math formula. We have our subject plus our verb plus our tense, right? And that's going to give us our end result. So, let's take a look at it. If I want to say I ate, I would take off that ER, and then I'm going to put on my new ending, which is an I with a tilde. So it's comí, comí. If I want to say you ate, I would take off that ER, and then I would find my to ending, which is iste, comiste. Okay, comiste. What did you eat? Comiste. If it is él or ella or usted, I'm being polite, it is yo. Yo comió. Ella comió una hamburguesa. Comió. Now notice, this is a very, very common mistake, so I really want to make sure that you notice it, okay? That tilde is on the O. It is not on the I, it is on the O. Yo. It's not comillo, it's comió. Emphasis on the O. Comió, right? So tilde goes on the O. Comió, right here. Comió. See? Now, nosotros is going to be imos. Now, you might be thinking, what if it's an IR verb, right? Like vivir, and it's nosotros, vivimos. That would be the same in the present or in the past. And we discussed this on the AR video as well. It is the same. It is the same in the present or the past. You have to look at the context, right? So I could say, vivimos en Virginia por 2 años, right? We lived in Virginia for 2 years. I wouldn't be saying we are living in Virginia. Well, I could say, vamos a vivir. We are going to live in Virginia for 2 years. But vivimos en Virginia por 2 años kind of is more so for the preterito. See? So you just have to look at context clues. So now if my subject is ustedes or ellos or ellas, once again, take off that ER and add on the new ending, which is hierron, comieron. Ellos comieron antes de la fiesta. They ate before the party, which is so silly. The party might have had tamales. So comieron antes de la fiesta. See? So these are our endings. So once again, remember, you need to look at who your subject is. Write it right here. Who is your subject? What is your tense? Right? And then what is the verb? All right? And change the verb accordingly. These are the 3 things that are represented in every single verb. All right. So let's look at some examples. See? El preterito de verbos de ER. Okay, so let's take a look. If I have, for example, we see the preterito, especially with the to, the subject you, very often in questions. For example, recibiste mi correo. Okay, recibiste mi correo. So now I look at this, iste, so I know it's about you. And so I know that this means you, and it's in the past, right? but it's a question. So the question in the past is not do you, it would be did you. Oh, I put yo instead of you. So this is going to be did you receive, right, my mail, right? This could be my email. Did you receive my email? Did you receive my mail? Okay, so whenever you see this iste and the question mark together are going to be did you? Did you? Okay, so another example could be comiste. So what would just comiste mean, right? So I have iste, I have a question, so it's did you, and then eat. Did you eat? Comiste. Okay, here's another one. Decidiste. Decidiste. Okay, so I have this iste, I have this question mark, so that means did you, and then I look at my verb, decide. Did you decide? See, decidiste. Let's look at some others. So let's look at some verbs. So for example, if I have like the verb correr, right? Correr. And I want to say he, so él. I'm going to first take off the ER, and then I'm going to replace it, right? So if I look at my chart, I look at where I have L, and my ending is I-O with tilde, corrió. Él corrió en el parque. Because really, where else would you run? Corrió en el parque. I can think of lots of places. Él corrió en el parque. See? Corrió en el parque. Another common IR verb is seguir, which means to follow. See? So I'm going to have nosotros. And then we have seguir. Seguir is the verb. Seguir is to follow. So I would take off that IR, and then I'm going to put on my new ending. Seguimos. See? Nosotros seguimos las instrucciones. We followed the instructions. Nosotros seguimos las instrucciones. See? Nosotros seguimos las instrucciones. Now, once again, this one is the same in the present or in the past. So I'm going to have to use the context around it, right? So if somebody was saying, well, why did this go wrong? And you say, I don't know. We followed the directions. Okay, no, say, nosotros seguimos las instrucciones, right? You have to look at the context around it. Uno más. Yo, we're going to use beber. Beber is to drink. So yo, I'm going to take off my ER ending. I'm going to look at my chart. My new ending is an I. So yo bebí un refresco. I drank a soda. Yo bebí un refresco. See? Bebí un refresco. And we'll do uno más, ¿por qué no? Say los niños. So this would be they, right? Los niños. I always go with niños. Let's go to amigos. Los amigos. Muy bien. Los amigos. And we'll do escribir. Escribir. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to get rid of my IR ending. Look at my chart. My new ending is I-E-R-O-N. Yeron. Los amigos escribieron. I'm going to do something a little bit special here. I'm going to put se in front of this. Se. Los amigos se escribieron. So when you have this se in front of a verb, and it's like saying each other. So los amigos se escribieron would be the friends wrote each other. See? Se escribieron. Los amigos se escribieron. They wrote each other. Because that's what we used to do back in the day before texting. I feel old. Soy vieja. Bien. Déjame saber si tienen preguntas. Let me know if you have any questions. Hasta luego.